welcome to another video, and today we're looking at Center Core Nevermore by Suicide Boys and Germ. This uses another Boards of Canada sample, like Kill Yourself Part 3, I think is the one that uses the other sample. If you've never listened to Boards of Canada before, do yourself a favour and listen to them, because they make really cool sounds. So without further ado, here's the song. Yes, so let's start off with the Boards of Canada sample. Yeah, really awesome song. Everything You Do Is a Balloon by Boards of Canada. I'm assuming that's the 90s, 1996. So I was 4 years old when that came out. Brother duo from Glasgow. So they're quite local to where I'm from. This sample just uses the first little part of it. The only thing I did to it was I filtered it. Yep. That is literally the only thing I did to it. Then we have these vocals here, which are, I quite like how they're chopped up here. Let me see. Yes. You can see down here the automation to change the pitch of it, and also the just the pitch of it. It's weird how it highlights both of these. Yeah, so the pitch changes. That's how that's done. A little bit of filtering, quite a lot of filtering to cut out everything else. Now, I may have just extracted those vocals. I guess not. I guess that's just the start of the song. Yeah, that's basically that. If you don't know much about sound design, I recommend you start learning stuff. Being able to recognize how sounds are made is, when you're a music producer, is a huge skill, is a huge advantage. Compared to other people who just make beats and just use presets and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with using presets, because I certainly love using presets. If you just want to sit down and just make something, whatever pops into your head, or just use the sound as it's given, then you just use presets. But for this, I'll explain to you quickly how I knew how to make the sound, sort of. Like, obviously it's not exactly the same as the original song, but it's pretty close. When you hear something soft like this, that's how you would describe it, right? It's not harsh. It doesn't sound like... certain qualities of basic waveforms give you that sort of feel. So for example, this one, it says ramp harmonics, and I'm pretty sure this is it's just random mixtures of sine waves. Sorry, no, these are not sine. I meant square waves. These are square waves. And the reason it sounds so soft is because it's just playing in a higher octave. There you go. And we also have this one. which is just different octaves of sine waves layered on top of each other. I just picked what I thought was appropriate, layered it on top of that one. I thought it needed a bit of movement to it, so I used a multi-oscillator just to give it a bit of detune with a nice square wave again, and then we sort of tamed it a bit by adding some attack. Otherwise it's too poppy. Just to give it a bit more softness too, and the chorus definitely helps with that also. So do yourself a favor, learn the basics of sound design, and practice by making things like this. Copy this video. Do this in your own synth. Yeah, that's another good point. Another good thing about doing sound design is I'm assuming that basically all of you do not use this software that you're looking at, but I guarantee you that if you showed me a serum patch or a vital patch or whatever synth you use, I could basically remake it to an extent in this synthesizer. Obviously, you know, more modern synthesizers have features that other ones don't, and this is a pretty basic synthesizer, but I could do it. I know what it all means. I can translate it across. Sound design skills. Practice. That's not a boast, I'm just trying to just help you out. Drums. Very harsh drums. Very harsh hi-hats. Ooh, I love that. Maybe a bit loud though, actually. I don't usually make the beats with the headphones on. I use my big speakers, but because I'm making a video, I have to wear the headphones, so I hear things differently now. Suicide Boys beats live or die by the snare sound that they use, I think, a lot of the time. And this is a good snare sound. It's one of these things, I couldn't explain it in words why it's a good choice of snare, but it just fits in really well. We'll finish off quickly by looking at the 808. Make sure you tune your 808s. I hate that tuning 808s is a thing now. When you download a sample pack of 808s, for some reason people just put in 808s that are at any note. The default should be C. At least one of the C's. Basically C2 or C3 would be acceptable. That's what I do in all the sample packs I put on our website. Write down what the note is. Like this just says 808.5, and luckily I think it was the right note because I haven't adjusted it or anything. But I hate that. I hate how people do that. It's just so lazy. Just adjust the note so the people using your sounds don't have to. Like, why are you making it harder for people to enjoy what you've made for them? If people just did that, there would be no more of these annoying threads on Reddit where every other stupid thread on r/FL Studio is, or Trap Production is, how do I tune my 808s? Because you wouldn't have to. You would have to, because the people that make the sounds would just do it for you. Rant over. Yeah, but this 808, I didn't even do anything to it. There's no filter. Didn't even adjust the amp envelope. I just let it play all the way through. Luckily, it's quite a fast song, so the length of the 808 doesn't fade out. I could adjust that if I needed to, but luckily I didn't need to. But yeah, that's the whole song. It's literally just some bells, some drums, a couple of samples, some chopped up vocals. Easy peasy. And our master, our master bus is glue compressor. Doing loads of compression. I'll turn it off. Don't be fooled by the fact that it sounds louder when I turn on the compressor. It sounds louder when I turn on the compressor because I've turned up the sound inside the compressor. Don't think that's what compression sounds like, because it's not. Let's listen to it without. And then I'll turn it on. See, I personally just said to myself, I quite like how that sounds, and then I'll boost the sound back up again. That's all. That's why I did that. Some OTT with a slight adjustment to the default setting and the typical settings for my limiter. Yeah, I'll just finish with saying this. When you're mixing songs, there is no secret sauce, or whatever you guys say. There's no secret to mixing. It's just, you know how to do it. Your equipment, like the software I'm using, these headphones, this here, it just improves how it sounds. There's no secret to mixing other than practicing. That's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one.